Salutare! Sunt înapoi cu încă un episod de RDW Talks din cadrul Romanian Design Week, iar astăzi am alături de mine pe doi dintre curatorii din această ediție de Romanian Design Week. L-avem aici pe Dragoș Motica, designer și director creativ Ashkia, și în stânga mea l-avem pe Kristian Snorre Anderson, cofondator Adorno. Hello, Kristian. Hi, Dragoș.
Hello.
First of all, thank you very much for being here with us. And personally, thank you very much for helping for the selection of the projects in Romanian Design Week. I will go straight to the questions, and I hope to get as much as information and experience from your collaboration with Romanian Design Week, from your experience and everything. So first of all, I would like to know about your experience with Romanian Design Week. How did you find the projects? Were they what you expected? Were there challenges? Tell me about your experience.
Yes.
Whoever wants to start.
Okay, good. So I know Romanian Design Week from last year, where I was invited to come here, and so I was here for 3 days, and I was taking on a tour to see different events, different exhibitions, together with an international group of people, and it was a super nice experience. And last year the main exhibition was placed a little bit outside the city, and I thought it was very, very interesting and a very energetic event, and the way that everything was organized, and I thought it was very new and fresh what I saw there. So when I started, I said yes to be the curator of the product design section of Romanian Design Week. I knew a little bit about what I was gonna see, and the projects that probably would be part of the process from which I should select together with Dragoș. Yes.
And did you find anything specific, let's say, for Romanian local design scene? Something which you would say, let's say, it represents a direction which you identified in the projects? Something which...
Yeah, well, I'm very fascinated by the design industry in Romania, and the way that it is developing, and with connections to its heritage, and this is what I find really exciting about the Romanian Design Week. How that people are working with the materials and refining their products. Yes.
Dragoș, how about you? What did you find in this year's projects in Romanian Design Week?
You know that I was speaking to my Julia, my almost 5 now. It's like I've been in the field, or I've participated for the 10 editions now, and in the 11th I'm now curator, and I have to curate other people which grew with me, or other creatives which grew with me, and it's a little bit strange that I have to somehow judge their work, you know, and it's that's the strange feeling from this. But I'm more like a pessimistic guy usually, you know, and yeah, it's as usual. I think there are a couple of projects which probably are more interesting for the future, but now being in the 11th edition, and I saw each of them year by year, for me it's not necessarily too much of new things or too. I don't have too much expectation anyway from this, but it's somehow linear in my opinion. So
you got used to it.
I got used to it, or the industry didn't change. I don't know, but it's okay. Anyway, as I always say that it's good that we have it.
Yeah.
Because at least we meet and see what other friends or people from my work, my field done, and we can have a discussion about how they progressed or how they did it in the last year. Because at one point you don't have the time to be so involved in and keep watching them or keep watching the scene each day. You get confused. I mean, you get into your work and you are not so much preoccupied about how the scene goes through the year. You know, so I think it's a good way to.
It's kind of keeping the community fresh, you know, connected to each other.
Yes, exactly.
What has happened in the last year, and it's a report, let's say.
Yeah, and it's interesting that a lot of faces, you know, we grew together.
Yeah.
I was telling that on Thursday, and that we started together, and now it's 10 years, 11 years since then, and each of us grew differently or changed a little bit his direction. It's very interesting, this, from my point of view, doing or being involved in the Romanian Design Week. Yeah.
So do you see the submissions relevant to the local, let's say, character? Do you think that these projects who have been in the competition, let's say, they represent let's say, a sample from the Romanian design?
Yeah, definitely. They represent what's happening in the Romanian scene. Otherwise, but yeah, it's exactly, you know, the design, like architecture and all the creative fields, are influenced by the context in which they develop. You know, so they represent exactly the context, if you like. Yeah. So yeah,
that makes it really relevant.
Yeah.
I have this is. It's not a personal question. It might actually get you on a point which pretty, let's say, subjective. But I think that competition is most of the times in our profession, it's an instrument of progress, and that's the reason I'm gonna ask you guys if you're going to tell me which one was your favorite project and maybe why. Because I think that in your case, because you were curator of the projects, you can put the light on the, let's say, best projects from your point of view, and some other people can be inspired by those projects, and that's kind of progress in the creative area. So tell me about your best project, tell me about your best project, and tell me why, actually.
All right. So I don't have a best project, and I cannot choose one. I think there are many interesting projects, but I can say that what is most interesting to me are the work and the products or pieces that you are materials, craft techniques and materials have been used. I think that it's very interesting that the artistic and approach that is being applied, you know, all the work that is connected to the past and to the heritage of the Romanian culture. I think that's very interesting. In terms of competition, yes, I think that competition is important too, but also, you know, collaborative competition in the sense that, and I think that the Romanian Design Week is a very good example of that, where that you have a lot of entities that are competing in the same market, that are getting together and are doing a collaborative project where they are showcasing their work, doing an update on where they are in their process as designers, I think, and so I think that's very nice to see, and I guess this is something that happens in many places, but the way that it's organized here in Bucharest, I really love that. It's fantastic.
I was thinking about this earlier, that the fact that the award in Romanian Design Week is showcasing your project, it makes actually the community to be more friendly. Then, you know, someone is going to win the first place, the second place, the third place. So here, if you are selected and you're exposed in the main exposition, that's the reward you get for your activity, which I think that in this way can really help the creative people from the community to get together and appreciate each other's work.
Yes.
And that rough competition. Tell me about your project.
First, I wanted to say about the competition. I wouldn't say that it's actually a competition, like you have to think about it in the terms of competition. I mean, it stimulates you to try to send your best projects to the curators. But I think that it makes you proud that you are selected, and let's say that the curators are very good and they select the best pieces, but it stimulates. I was saying last year that I liked to be each year in the Romanian Design Week to have something to show, because it stimulates me to finish something in time, you know. At least with product design, you know, you have your deadlines each day. Either you go to a fair or you want to finish a new product by then to start to sell it by another month later or something like that. But Romanian Design Week, at least in my studio, always stimulated us to finish something, you know, and that was good, because then we had something from which we started, and maybe it got into a final product or not, we abandoned it, but showcasing it here, it was good for us. So I would say that just to have this as a reward, that you can show your products in the Romanian Design Week, makes you be more competitive to finish it, but it's not actually, we are not so many to be like a competition, you know, because it's, as I told you, it's strange for me to be the one who judges other a lot of them friends now, and say that okay, you are good or you are not good, and maybe they are very good, but in this case or this year, probably their product wasn't necessarily the best one, but in the other edition their products were very, very good to be shown here, you know. So it's, for me, I wouldn't say that it's actually a competition. It's something which we are joined together in this, you know.
In your defense, there's a good thing, because before the projects get to you, they have been credited by the community. So you can tell your friends that.
But it was I think that was a very democratic approach.
Yeah, that's really fantastic, because the fact that community has a word to say, it makes it big. I like it a lot.
Yeah. That was better, because then, and we managed to see also the ones which weren't chosen by the community. Mm-hmm. And we saw that even the community had almost the same opinions like ours, you know. So that means that our judgment was fair in the end. And in terms of the best product, it's, even this is difficult to say.
It is. That's why I put the question.
Yeah, I definitely have maybe 2 or 3 projects which are more keen to me, or how is to say it, but you really want to nominate them?
Yes. I am here for that.
See, he's more politically, you know, I can do that because I always use that.
He's from Denmark, you know.
Yeah. We are more like, I can do it. I can say what I
you have friends here. They're gonna call you after
I
that.
will not have after that.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
this, but I like the band. It's called the band.
Bird cases? No, it's not bird cases.
Bird cases. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If it's a good, I like that project.
Why?
A lot, because.
I have a bird at home. But I understand that the birds need cases, but why did you choose that one?
I like it because it's how I approach a design. You know, it's a modular. I don't know if it's so useful.
Yeah.
You know, because I haven't studied how the birds interact with bird nest or how we call it,
Bird case, we said.
Yes.
We invented the name, so it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. But I think it applies a lot of the principles I apply in my work. So
Okay, that's really interesting.
It's more like a pragmatic judgment, because I think aesthetically, I was speaking about that last night with Kristian, it's very subjective, you know. He has a different approach or different vision about design than me. Me being more anchored in serial production, you know, and getting a product on the market and actually try to sell it. I'm more focused on the functionality, on modularity, and yeah. So that's why I like that project pretty much. But there are a couple of them which I like the 3D printed shoes, which looked better now than I thought, and I like that. It was soft. I don't know if I don't even know. I really want to ask the guys. It was a printed like it's rubber printed rubber. There was.
Yeah, I think
I don't know how comfortable they are, but it's a step forward to the industry. So.
I remember Adidas doing a few years ago the boosts with 3D printer.
Yeah.
So it might actually work.
Yeah, it is possible with the blockchain and everything. Like it was interesting, the project. Yeah. But so, and I liked also drag and drop what they do. They are doing. They are also 3D printing projects. But and again, there are the projects which are more like pieces of art. And I'm looking now at Kristian because he's more into that. And there you can. If you have a piece which is more like an art piece, you are look more at details, how they were joined, how the craftsmanship worked there, and everything. But yeah, so I nominated two already. Three.
Yeah, three. Yeah.
So
yeah, you kind of saved yourself.
Yeah.
Kristian, I want to start with you asking about the design's role in future, because we've always been talking about the past, the present, and we know that design has to look forward to the future. And what do you think that is missing right now, which can be there in the future?
Of course, the whole sustainability challenge is important for designers to be part of solving, and I think this is the future of design, to find ways to produce something that is material, but still it's aligned with the the sustainability criteria. And you have product design, you have so many types of items that are applied and that are produced, and it's so important that the whole sustainability topic is integrated into the development, so we can make a circular system. I think, of course, it's also important to produce something that you like for a long time, and I think that making something that has an iconic nature, of course, will help the industry to be more sustainable. if people really would like it and use it for generations. I think that's a very interesting challenge for the design industry. So in terms of product design, there are a lot of things that has to be developed and improved, and I think that a lot of designers are thinking about that, and it's very nice to see. At the same time, design is applied, or the design approach is applied to many societal issues too. How do you design public transportation? How do you design urban environments in the right way? I think this is there are many interesting topics that designers are involved in. Where you see, I think that it's important that this is something that is discussed within different scenes, like the Romanian scene, but at the same time that you have this interaction and you have this dialogue between different national scenes, different local scenes, and where you get inspired and you learn from each other. In this way, things can, of course, hopefully go faster.
Yeah, thank you very much. Dragoș, what do you think the future is going to bring us in terms of design?
I think it should bring us collaboration more, you know, because as he said, collaboration between different fields, because that will also make design better, even if it's product design, graphic design, or because collaboration between different fields gives you more, shows you different approaches, because each field has its own way of seeing stuff, or things, new things, and then that helps also improving your design, if you like, improving your way of seeing the future. So collaboration, in my opinion, is collaboration.
Yeah, but maybe these collaborations are going to get to the new context, actually.
Yeah.
Because design is about context, and to have a new design, to have a new way of designing, you need new contexts.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
We have this thing with the guests from other countries. You give us a gift, and we give you a gift. You know, when you come, you bring something, and when you go, you take something with yourself. What would you give from your experience, from your local scene, to Romanian creative community, to Romanian Design Week, and what would you take from the experience, your experience here?
So, what I would bring back with me from my visit here in Bucharest this time is the memories of meeting a lot of nice people that are very involved and very professional in what they're doing. At a company level, but also at a sector level, and I think that it's the opening yesterday was really nice, and how that they have decided to organize the opening in this building or this complex that needs to be repurposed. I think in this way, Romanian Design Week is kind of an activist that are working, or an agent for change. I really like the way that that the week has this approach to as an actor in the cultural scene of Romania. So that I would like to bring back. What I would like to give to Romania, to the Romanian Design Week, Well, I hope that the collaborations that we already have with the Romanian designers will continue and will grow and become even stronger for the future. I met with a number of designers yesterday, and I expect to meet many other designers today and develop different types of collaborations with them. That's what I'm hoping for, and this is what I can contribute with as well.
Thank you very much, Kristian. Thank you very much, Dragoș.
Thanks.
Oameni buni, am mai urmărit încă un episod de RDW Talks. Să nu uitați, dacă v-a plăcut, să dați acolo share, să sunați prietenii, să afle cât mai mulți oameni, pentru că așa creștem comunitatea creativă. Vă mulțumesc foarte mult încă o dată și ne vedem în următorul episod.